And from a German perspective, especially from a perspective of the German Minister for Climate Action, we are jealous. We look at Iceland and see your endless possibilities. I mean, you have volcanoes, we won't, and we don't have. Your heating system is decarbonized, your use of renewable energy, hydrogen, or hydro and geothermal is almost endless. We, as you know, the ones who have visited Germany, we need wind turbines on and offshore and solar energy to decarbonize our economy and in our electric system, and then use the electricity also to decarbonize heating and mobility. And that is a challenge, of course, as we are still a very populated and very high industrialized country. Not all of the countries in Europe still are, but we are. We have high energy intensive industries. We have steel industry, we have chemical industry, we have aluminum industry, and we are trying to bring more industries to Germany as well. Semiconductors, for example, they also will use energy. So the possibility of getting along with fewer energy is not really given and not the aim, and the possibilities are nothing compared with the possibilities in Iceland. But of course, we want to make use of the best of it. For the ones coming from Iceland and maybe haven't heard the figures, we are now producing something like 50% renewable energy for our electric system. 50% for Germany, that is something, but it took 20 years, 25 years to increase the volume up to 50%. And the aim is to produce 80% of renewable energy in 2030, so in 7 years' time. And the amount of electric energy will increase due to heating pumps and electric vehicles. So you see the challenge. We have to treedouble the speed of the scale up of renewable energy, and that is wind turbines and solar. Wind turbines onshore and offshore. Onshore, it's always a problem due to bird directives and environmental protections, and of course not all of the people in Germany are fans of wind turbines. And I admit they are changing the landscape. The memory of your childhood becomes different if you look to the horizon and see some windmills. So, of course, there's a cultural problem there. But what shall I say? We have to do that. And we have to do that on 2% of the space of Germany, only 2%. But of course, only 2%, you can see the windmills over hundreds and maybe thousands of meters. So there is a challenge, of course. But I would say, positively speaking, we are on the way of getting along. We have changed the direction. The amount of windmills in planning processes and that are erected, they are going up, the numbers. And with solar, we are on the right path. We are seeing figures as never before in Germany. So this is really something. But this is just to give you an impression where we are standing and what we are doing. Coming to the potential parts of a cooperation between Germany and Iceland, offshore may be the most important thing. You know that, maybe you know that the German plans for increasing the volume of offshore wind turbines is up to 30 gigawatt in 2030. Just to give you an impression, it's always almost the same as as onshore. We have now 8 gigawatt offshore windmills installed, 8 gigawatt, and it took 20 years. Now we will increase the volume up to 30 in 2030, so 7 years' time, 3 times the volume, and then going up to 70 gigawatt in 2030.